Okay, the lady who left Islam just recently, she said that the Muslim, her parents, they want me to debate a sheikh. His name Abu Usama at-Tabi'i. Okay, sure. Let him contact me anytime. I will be happy to have him. Anytime, even now, you know. No need to set a time for it. Any Muslim? I am a Muslim girl. I want to debate. Okay, Muslim girl want to debate. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, you are live on air. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. What about you? So my English is not that much good, but I want to show me why it's not peaceful, because I think it's a peaceful religion. Also, I think that a human can't be a son of God. So I want you to show you, I want to know why you said that.
So the first question you're asking, why I think Islam is not peace?
Exactly.
Okay. Do you think terrorists are against peace? Terrorists.
Sure, terrorists are against peace.
Against peace, right? So was Muhammad a terrorist?
I think that no.
Okay, can you read for me this hadith in front of you? It says here that I am the Prophet Muhammad. I was victorious by terror. And this is authentic hadith.
Wait a minute, please.
Yeah. It says, I was victorious. No, take your time, no problem. I was victorious by terror.
Okay, I'm going to check.
No problem.
The screen.
This is Sahih.
Sure,
this is Sahih Muslim.
Again, please.
I can send you the link if you want, so you can open it from your side if you want.
Okay.
Let me send you the link.
Yeah. Among the most excellent of your days is Friday, so invoke many blessings on that day. Please.
No, I don't know. I think you have a slow internet. Click at the link I just sent you. I sent you the link for it. It says that Abu Hurairah reported to us from Messenger of Allah that he narrated, in which Muhammad he said, I've been helped by terror. I was victorious by terror. This is the Muslim translation, not my translation. And this is Sahih Muslim, which means this is authentic. Okay, so Muhammad is a terrorist himself. His victory as a prophet was not happening because he's a peaceful man, was happening because he's a terrorist. In different hadith, Muhammad, he said, I was victorious by terror from a distance of 1 month journey.
I opened the link.
Yeah. Let me give you the other hadith too.
And I'm reading the hadith. حدثنا محمد بن رافع حدثنا عبد الرزاق نصرت بالرعب وأوتيت جوامع الكلم.
I'm so glad you speak Arabic. That's perfect.
Exactly, I can speak Arabic more than English.
Okay.
My Arabic is better than English.
That's wonderful. So, what do you think? And this is a different hadith in Sahih Muslim, and we can show it in the other book. It says that he was victorious from a distance by terror, بالرعب. And you speak Arabic, so now translation cannot fool us. That's wonderful. It says, نصرت بالرعب من مسيرة شهر. نصرت بالرعب from a distance of 1 month journey. So people, when they hear about Muhammad from a month far distance, they get terrified, and Muhammad is victorious by terror. Imagine how much they fear Muhammad, terrorist.
يعني يقصد في هذا الحديث أنه استعمل الرعب والعنف.
Okay, I asked you, my friend, was Muhammad a terrorist? You said no, correct? But the reference in front of us saying not only he was a terrorist, he was the biggest terrorist in his time. To the point, even people, they get terrified from a distance of 1 month journey. When Jesus comes to a town, do people get scared and terrified from a month journey? No, they go to welcome him, right? When Muhammad, they hear that he is coming, it says here that people get terrified from a month journey. And I send you the hadith from Al-Bukhari too. It says, I've been given 5, nobody been given them before me. نصرت بالرعب مسيرة شهر. Do you see it? So the first one we have to confirm, me and you, and we agree, and as long as you speak Arabic, which make it easier for me, that Muhammad was a terrorist. What do you think? Are you with me? Hello? Are you there? I don't know what happened. I mean, the call is still going. She did not hang up yet, but maybe she have. Let me call her again. All right, you hear me now?
Hello.
Yeah, looks like you lost your connection. No problem. So what do you think? Now we prove from Islamic reference, and as you see, this is Al-Bukhari. Muhammad saying that people are terrified because of me from a distance of 1 month journey. So he was a very big terrorist, correct?
Well, I don't know. I read this hadith for the first time. So,
okay. Let me ask you.
I want you to listen to your arguments.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna think about that. I want you to hear another side, not society or our teachers or not our parents. Just I want to know. I want to listen to another opinion, and that's it.
I understand. I respect that on you. And this is a good thing to do, actually, because listen what they say, listen what I say, and you have your eyes, and could you speak Arabic, so you can check it out and see who's saying the truth. Let me ask you, my friend, I don't know your name, but you do not need to tell me your name. So, you know, you are like my sister, and you are more than welcome to call me anytime. So, is it okay if I say to my neighbor, let us attack the neighbor? They have a blondie daughter, so we can take them? Is that okay?
I didn't get it. Sorry.
Okay, let us say I have a neighbor. He has 5 daughters. All of them, they are blonde. Is it okay to say to my friends, let us attack them so we can get the blondie girls? Is that okay?
No.
Okay. What if I show you your prophet, he says, attack the book so you can get the blondie girls and the women of the Roman?
Who said that we should attack blonde women?
Your prophet said that. He said, let us attack the Roman so we can get the blondie girls. I can show it to you, put it for you in the front of you on the screen, and you can read it. And here we go. I will use the official government website of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. So you don't say, maybe this is not true. Here we go. This is Tafsir al-Tabari, page number 195. And I will give you the link. You know, you can open it.
Okay, I want the link.
Let me give you the link first. Hold on, give me a second. So you can open it from your side. Okay, open it. This is official government website of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. All right. So this is not like a private website or etc. It's very trustworthy website made by the government. So let us see what it says. It says here, attack the Roman. Read carefully. قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. If you go down to the number, it says 16785. Do you see it in the page? 16785. Do you see that?
Yes, I see it.
It says here, attack the Roman. قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم اغزوا تبوك تغنم بنات الأصفر ونساء الروم. فقال الجد ائذن لنا ولا تفتن بالنساء. Please burden me. Don't seduce us by women. So this is a prophet of God. He's asking his followers to attack the neighbor's country, not to spread religion of God, not to worship the true God. He is tempting them by getting the blonde women.
Okay, so he permit them to attack the blonde women. That's it.
He asked them to attack the Romans so they can get the women who they are blonde. Correct? That's what it says in Arabic.
Okay.
How that can be a prophet of God? I asked you from the beginning. Is it okay? You remember? Yeah, it's not good. I told you I have a neighbor. He has 5 daughters and they are blonde. Is it okay to tell my friends let us attack them so we can get the blondie girls of that house? You said no. This is bad, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what kind of a prophet this prophet is? Asking you to attack the neighbors, and the purpose is he's not telling them to so we can teach about Allah. So no, attack them so you can get the blondie girls and the women of the Roman. And then there's a guy who was sitting there. He is a decent man. He said, "Don't seduce us by women. لا تفتن بالنساء." And that is a verse in the Quran about it. And Allah made a verse supposedly saying that this guy is a bad person. Imagine the guy who is saying to Muhammad, don't seduce us by women. He is the bad guy, not Muhammad. Do you hear me? I think I lost her again. Okay, let us call again. The devil don't want her to talk to us. All right. Hello?
Hello.
Okay, so what do you think, my friend? What do you think?
Well, what you said, or the hadith that I see, is not good. It's bad.
It's not good. Muhammad is not a good person. Obviously, he's a very, I'm not trying to insult, I'm just trying to share with you what I think. And I believe you agree with me already. Imagine I say to my friends, look, I don't know what's your name. Let us say I say to my friend, oh, this girl, she is blonde, she's beautiful. Let us attack her and take her. I mean, what kind of religion this religion is? He's not saying, okay, those are enemies. No, he's saying to them, tempting them literally, go attack them so you can get the blondie girls. This is the purpose of this war.
I see this hadith for the first time because they teach us that Muhammad is a good person. They said, رفقا بالقوارير, رفقا بالنساء.
Okay.
There's سورة كاملة للنساء. Just be good with women, etc. That's it.
Let me ask you, do Muhammad respect you as a woman? Do he respect you as a woman?
Yes, he respects the woman.
I'm going to show you.
He loves his woman, his wife.
My sister, do you look like a shaitan? I'm not insulting you. Everything we say here is just for the sake of education. And that's why I'm calling you my sister, so you don't feel offended. Do you look like a shaitan? Do you think women, they look like shaitan?
Never.
Okay, so how Muhammad, he said in this hadith, that women, إن المرأة تقبل في صورة الشيطان وتدبر في صورة الشيطان. The women, he didn't say this women, he says the women. The women advance in the image of shaitan and retreat in the image of shaitan. Okay, but how this is a respect to you? Do you really believe that women, she is a shaitan?
ما فهمته من هذا الحديث. What I understood from women. No, not that exactly, but women generally, and we all know that the women are not that much.
Okay, listen. When we say women are not easy, is men easy? Here we go. You have a prophet. Women are bad. They are not easy, and he want to have 13 of them. So who is the one who is not easy? Who is the one who is evil? If I am a person who in love with the women, a person who have decency, he will go after a woman, he love her, he love her, have a family, but keep having more and more and more and more. Obviously, you are treating women for the sexual pleasure. There's no love there. There's a lust. So Muhammad is, if he really is saying that women are not easy, but the woman here, she did not do anything. She just walked in front of him. You see the story? A woman, she walked by. She did not do anything. She is not wearing bikini. They are not in the beach. She's a Muslim woman. They are wearing a veil. She walked in front of him. Muhammad, he got so excited. He went to his wife. She was doing leather tanning, and he forced her into sex. And then he came back and he explained why he left. He left his friends. He says, women, she come as a devil, and she retreat as a devil. But the woman, she did not do anything. You hear me? Hello?
Yeah.
But this woman did anything? She did not do anything. She just walked by. So if you are walking in front of me, now you became a bad person just because you walk in front of me. Is that fair? She did not even talk. She did not even look at him. She did not do anything wrong.
It's unfair.
Okay, so she walked by, and Muhammad saying that women, she come as an image of the devil, and she leave in the image of the devil. And what she did nothing. She just walked by. So who is the devil here? Muhammad, he could not see in the women except his sexual lust. Because if he was looking at the women in a decent way, he will not be excited. Do you agree with me? If I will not get excited unless I am thinking about something sexual, correct? As an example, a man, he has a beautiful daughter. She is so beautiful. Is he going to be excited when he see her? No. Why? Because he's not thinking about it, correct? Otherwise, she is a woman like every woman. Do you agree? So if you think about it, then you will be excited.
I didn't hear it.
If a man, let us say a man, he have a daughter, and she is so beautiful, is the man going to be excited if he see his daughter? No, he will not, right?
No.
Okay, why? Because he refused to think about her as a woman. He think about her as a daughter, correct?
Exactly.
Okay, so Muhammad here, if he was thinking about a woman as a sister, remember he's a prophet of God, and a sister, she is walking by, Is he going to think about her in a sexual way? No. But because he was not a decent man, the woman she walked by, she did not do anything. She is not wearing a bikini. She is not wearing a short skirt. She is not dancing. She is not lousy. She didn't do anything. She just walked by. Muhammad, he got excited to the point he cannot wait until his friends leave. Imagine this guy, what kind of a person he is. Imagine I have a friend in my yard, and then a woman, she walk by. I leave my friends outside. I go inside the house. I force my wife into sex, and she is doing leather tanning, which is like, she look horrible. She is messed up. She is doing leather tanning, which means there's boiling water, there's leather. It's not time for this. He forced her just because he saw a woman walking by. What kind of a man he is? What do you think? Is that a decent man? Do you have to have a husband? You see a woman outside walking by, he got horny because he saw her, so he come to you? That means he's not coming to you, really. It is her who made her excited. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So what kind of a prophet is?
I understand.
This is disgusting. Where is decency? They keep saying to us the prophet was decent.
I want to know also why God في المسيحية not the God in Islam.
Well, here we go. The question is very simple. If the God of the Islam is the same as the God of the Christian, then Jesus says if your eye is going to fool you, take it away from your head, take it away, better than going to hell. Jesus, he did not allow us to go around and look at women, and then wherever women should walk by, we follow our laws. Jesus, he said, it's better to take away your eye, which is leading you into lust, leading you to hell, from going to hell. Take it away. So Jesus is 180 degree the opposite of Muhammad. Jesus, he said, the man, he married a woman, and he loved a woman.
لكن في الديانة في الديانة المسيحية وفي الديانة الإسلامية هنالك الجنة وهنالك الجحيم، هنالك الجزاء وهنالك العقاب. الدين المسيحي كان يحرم الزنا كما يحرمه الإسلام. الدين المسيحي يعني هناك صفات مشتركة ما بين الديانتين.
No, let us stop here. Let's stop. Guys, we have to translate for you because remember they don't understand. So guys, she is saying that Islam and Christianity, they forbid the same thing. As an example, Christianity forbid adultery and Islam forbid adultery. That's not true. Muhammad is adulterous according to the Bible by doing this. This is adultery. Because he just looked at the woman, she is not his, and then he went to his wife. This is adultery. Secondly, isn't it Muhammad who is made it lawful to have muta? Isn't it muta is adultery? Read this hadith with me, and this is Sahih Bukhari. Let me give you this link. You can open it from your side, and you can read it in your own way. Here we go. This is Al-Bukhari. It says أيما رجل وامرأة توافقا فعشرة ما بينهما 3 ليال. Okay. Jesus, he did not allow us to go and sleep with a woman for 3 days. That is really no. What kind of a prophet he is? What kind of God? 3 days, 3 nights. If they like to increase, they increase. And here, look, in the translation, they say temporary marriage, but you agree with me that in Arabic, nowhere it says marriage. It says عشرة. So it says أيما رجل وامرأة توافقا فعشرة ما بينهما 3 ليال. So any man and a woman, they agree to have a ishra, which means sharing the bed for 3 days, 3 nights. If they like to increase, they increase. If they like to leave each other, leave each other. What is this? This is adultery. This is fornication. And this is not only that, it's for the sake of money. The woman, she got paid. This is prostitution. So
exactly.
Thank you very much. So simply, when they say to you, my sister, that Islam forbid adultery, that is a lie. Islam is promoting adultery, and all of Islam is adultery. Because even in heaven, what I will do, when God, he created Adam and Eve, how many Eve he have? Do you know?
Yes.
How many Eve Adam he has?
Hello?
Yeah, you hear me? Do you hear me now?
Hello?
You don't hear me? Let me call you again. We need need patience, what we can do. Let us try again. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah. So I was saying to you, when God created Adam, how many Eve God created with him in heaven?
One.
One. So how come when we go back to heaven, if we have the same God who created Adam, how come this God, he will not give me one Eve? I love her and she loved me. This is what love is about, right? One man, he loves a woman, and that's it. Otherwise, a man, he want to be having more women. It means he is not. He don't care. He don't care for that first woman. He cares for more women because obviously he is not satisfied with one woman. He needs more, right? So even heaven is wrong. Heaven in Islam is just.
Well,
just
I don't like this part.
Yeah. What about Jesus? They asked Jesus about in heaven what the man will do. Jesus, he says, oh man. Bad connection. The devil, he don't want her to leave Islam. You know? Hello? You hear me?
Hello?
Yeah, you have a bad connection,
yeah,
but it's okay.
You.
Okay, so when they asked Jesus the same question, he said they will not get married. She and he, they will not get married. Okay,
maybe
why?
there's a problem in the app.
It's okay, no problem. If you go to the book of Matthew, the Bible in Matthew, it says when they ask him, okay, what will happen to this woman? She marry a husband and then she marry other husband. What will happen to her? Who's going to be her husband? Jesus said to them, in the heaven, in that day, they will not get married and they will not have a spouse, for they will be the same as angels. So our heaven is the heaven of angels, you and me, equally, not me better than you. You see, in the heaven of Islam, the man is having all the rewards. Boys, drinking, he is sitting in the couch, all those women, they want to make him happy. He is the rewarded person. The woman, she is just an accessories, right? But in Christianity, even our heaven is different. And this is why I say to you, we don't have the same God, because if we have the same God, we should have the same heaven. And the same heaven mean we will have the same reward. Jesus said it clearly with the clear words that in the heaven, he and she, they will not get married. That's it. There's no sex. There's no sex. We will be the same as angels. This means that, my sister, when you go to heaven, you will be free. You see, those things is a need, is not a freedom. I eat why? Because I'm hungry. But imagine if I can live without food, that would be a blessing for me. That's amazing, right? I don't get hungry, I don't get tired, that's a blessing. So what Jesus promised you in heaven, which is totally the opposite of what Muhammad promised you, that you will never get needs. You will be the same as any angel. So as an angel you will be, as an angel you will live eternity with God. And that happiness is like nobody can explain to you. But sex in heaven, I mean, imagine, is it an insult that to go to the house of God and what I'm doing, I'm having sex all day? Isn't it insult that God, he promised me women with big breasts? What is that? What kind of God he promised me?
Okay, sorry, but can you explain it in Arabic, please?
Which part? The Bible or the...
The part of the Bible.
في الكتاب المقدس يقول الكتاب.
And if you want all the speech, I can find myself in Arabic more than in English.
I'll explain to you in Arabic, and already we explained it in English. So it says when they ask Jesus about who is going to marry this woman, he said to them, in that day, the day of resurrection, لا يزوجون ولا يتزوجون بل يكونون كالملائكة. They will be the same as angels. So in Christianity it's so clear. You and me, أنا وأنت سوف نكون كالملائكة لا فرق بين امرأة ولا رجل. كلانا نعيش كالملاك. لا طعام لا جنس لا تعب لا مرض، وليس هناك لذة من لذات الطبيعة على الأرض. اللذة هي أن تكون مع الإله الخالق وتعيش كالملائكة. لن تكون كالملائكة بل سوف تكون لن تكون ملاكا بل سوف تعيش كالملاك. بمعنى أننا محررون من كل الحوائج، فلا حوائج حولنا لا أحتاج لا إلى جنس ولا إلى أكل ولا طعام ولا إلى أي شيء. أنا حر. الجنس هو نوع، الرب خلق الجنس لكي يكسر الإنسان ويتكاثر، وليس بهدف الجنس، وإلا فهذا حيواني. فالجنس في الأصل كان بين رجل وامرأة بغرض العائلة والحب. أحب آدم حواء، وكان حواء زوجة آدم، وليس هناك آدم وحواءات، بل حواء واحدة، لأن القلب يحب شخصا واحد، وأي شيء آخر هو كذب. لا يمكن لإنسان أن يحب 100 امرأة، هذا كذب، هذا نفاق، لأنك لو أحببت أول امرأة لما أحببت امرأة أخرى. ولكن في الإسلام الحب هو حب جنسي.
يمكن نتحدث هنا عن الغرائز.
الإسلام
يريد المزيد، وليس هناك فرق ما بين الحب والغرائز.
الإسلام هو دين غريزة، لهذا فإن محمد يخاطبك بالغريزة وليس بالحب. فليس مطلوبا من الرجل أن يحب زوجته، مطلوبا منه أن يطعمها، يسقيها، يكسيها، ويضربها إذا خرجت عن الطوع. Let us translate, guys. Sorry, give me just a...
ولكنه قال جعلنا بينكم مودة ورحمة.
مودة ورحمة, and then he said
وجعلنا بينكم مودة ورحمة.
And we made between you a kind of passionate and mercy. How that can be true? If he ordered the man to beat you, and how is that mercy to take another wife in the top of the first wife? Is that merciful? Man, that's bad. She said that the Quran says we made between the men and the women a kind of passionate and mercy. Well, where is the mercy? Where is the passionate? If you have a mercy, well, is it merciful to keep marrying more women? What about the feeling of that first woman you marry? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, you hear me?
What?
Okay, I was saying, is it mercy that I make you a wife and then I have another wife and another wife? Where is the mercy? That's not mercy, because the women should be jealous. المرأة سوف تموت من الغيرة. لو كان لدي رحمة لما تزوجت عليها. ولماذا أنا أتزوج امرأة أخرى؟ إن كانت لا تكفيني، ليست جيدة، طلقها وتزوج بامرأة أخرى. ولكن أن تزيد وتزيد وتزيد فقط للاستمتاع بالنساء وليس من أجل الحب. In Islam there is no marriage. In Islam there is a sexual contract. That's why Muhammad promoted mut'ah. Where was the mercy when people did do mut'ah? You hear me? I think I lost her again. Oh man. Let's call again. I think you have a bad internet, my friend. You hear me? Hello?
Hello.
So when the Quran says there is a mercy between the husband and the wife, and then we find that the Quran says if they disobey you, beat them. Where is the mercy? Is that mercy?
There's no mercy here. No.
But, you know, the Quran says that if a woman, they did nushud. You know what nushud mean?
No, I didn't understand it.
Okay. Let us say you are married and your husband says to you, make some tea for me. And you did not do it right away. And you are showing sign of not, being obedient right away to do things like you did not move right away. That is nushud. So the man, he have right to beat you. Yeah, to beat you. First, the Quran doesn't say first and second as many they say lying. The verse in the front of you, speak Arabic, it says, وَاللَّاتِ تَخَافُونَ نُشُوذَهُنَّ فَعُذُوهُنَّ وَهْجُرُوهُنَّ فِي الْمَضَاجِعِ وَاضْرُبُوهُنَّ فَإِنْ أَطَعْنَكُمْ فَلَا تَبْغُوا عَلَيْهِنَّ سَبِيلًا. Okay, so those women who you fear rebellion, they did not even do anything bad yet. Just to fear. You warn them. You jail them in their rooms. And then you beat them. If they obey you, then don't beat them no more. That's it. So we spoke about terrorism in the beginning, correct? تكلمنا عن الإرهاب في البداية. Okay, but isn't it terrifying that women getting beaten to make her obey me? This is terror. Terror not only start by a terrorist group or organization. This is a terror start at home. The man, he beat you in order not to convince you that he's right, but in order to force you to do what he wants. Correct? يضربك الرجل لكي يجبرك وليس لكي يقنعك. صحيح؟ لهذا تقول الآية فإن أطعنكم فإن أطعنكم فلا تبغوا عليهن سبيلا. If they obey you, so what the purpose of this beating? To make them obedience. So where is the mercy? There is no mercy.
هناك تناقض في الأحاديث.
Not only this, my friend, I don't know where you live, but if you live in America, if you beat a dog, you go to jail. Honestly, you can ask anyone. You can search right now in the news. There's hundreds and thousands of people who went to jail just because they abuse a cat or a dog. So this is abuse. Abuse for a human being who is adult. She has the right. Just because she is a female, we beat her. And not only that, you know, the Quran consider you as a half-a-brain person. You know that in the court, women are not allowed to witness for a case of murder, as an example. So in the Quran, it says, in the case only of money, if you borrow money and there's no men, then you have one man and two women at least of women who you choose of your choice. Okay, so the Quran made it clear in chapter 2, verse number 282. If you want to borrow money, and you have to bring two witnesses to witness for the borrowing. But if there's no two men, you bring one man and two women. Okay, why one man and two women? What's wrong with you? Do you think women they have deficiency in their brain? هل المرأة ناقصة في العقل كما قال محمد ناقصة عقل ودين?
No.
Okay,
no.
But this is the verse saying أنت ناقصة.
No, but I don't have the same explanation.
What is, give me an explanation. Go ahead.
هي ناقصة عقل because she so emotional. This is the cause. لهذا السبب يقول ناقصة عقل وناقصة دين لأنها لا تستطيع القيام بجميع الفرائض بسبب الدورة الشهرية.
Okay, let us see how that can work. Muhammad, he said in the hadith that you have to give charity because I saw the majority of you in hellfire, correct? Okay. Why? Because they have, you said, you hear me? Okay. What is the reason, Muhammad, he says the majority of women, they will go to hell? You said, not me. That because they have their menstruation. Okay. So women, she will go to hell because she has menstruation. But isn't it God who made her with menstruation? Is that a sin you did? Is that a fault you did? Is it you who chose to have menstruation? So when you say the explanation they gave you, or the hadith gives, that because she has menstruation, she have less religion.
Hello?
You hear me now? Bad connection. Let me call again. Oh Lord, provide me with patience. Hello?
Yes, can I call you from another application?
It's okay, ma'am.
Possible?
It's okay. No, this is the only one we use, sorry. Let us continue. Okay. So, is it really, is it a sin you did if you have menstruation as a woman? Is that a choice you do? No. So how she can be, she have less religion? This is not fair. And who is the one who forbid her from praying when she has menstruation? Allah. So how that can be sin? How that can be used against her? So I say to you, when you have menstruation, you cannot pray. And then I said
هو لا يتهمها بهذا يعني لا يعيبها
no هو يعيبها no اقرأ الحديث فقالت امرأة منهن وما لنا يا رسول الله أكثر أهل النار قال تكثرنا اللعن وتكفرنا العشير وما رأيت في نقصان العقل والدين. He continued saying, he said أما نقصان العقل فشهادة امرأتين تعادل شهادة رجل. So Muhammad is saying that you have half a brain because the Quran say that two women are equal to one man. And then he said this is هذا نقصان العقل وتمكث الليالي ما تصلي وتقتر في رمضان وتفطر في رمضان فهذا نقصان الدين. Okay, but how this can be her fault? Let us say for the sake of argument, women, they have less brain, and the Quran saying two women are equal to one man. Okay, who is the one who created the women? Do you hear me, my sister?
Okay.
Who is the one who created the women? God, right? Okay, so if I created
God.
you, let us say for the sake of argument, I created you with half a brain. How that can be your sin? Because he's saying they will go to hell. Because of this reason, they will go to hell. So I made you half a brain, and then I will send you to hell because I made you half a brain. I made you have menstruation, and then I will send you to hell because you have menstruation. How that work? فهمت علي?
It doesn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't work. I mean, okay, I am the one who made you. أنا من خلقتك وخلقتك ناقصة عقل وناقصة دين. أنا خلقتك على هذا الشكل ثم أحاسبك على ما خلقت أنا. هذا ليس فيه عدل وهذا غباء. هذا غباء بعينه. فكيف أنا من خلقتك وأنا من جعلتك كما أنت علي ومن ثم أحاسبك على ما أنا خلقتك عليه. Which means this hadith saying that Muhammad is the one who have a brain, not the women. Because he's saying they will go to hell because the way they are created. Secondly, who believe really that women they have half a brain? There's women they are genius, there's men they are stupid. Gender has nothing to do with it. There's a stupid women, there's a stupid men. And like you said to me, women are emotional. Emotion is a gift, is not a curse. You see, if you are not emotional, who is going to take for children, take care? It's a gift. It's not really something bad for you. Emotion can be bad if it's used in wrong location. But those women, what their emotional make me? We just showed you Muhammad getting crazy just for seeing a woman walking by. So who is the emotional one? Muhammad, he lost his mind because a woman she was walking by. Right? You remember the hadith? المرأة تدبر في صورة الشيطان. Why? رأى امرأة تدبر فجن جنونه جنسيا. فمن هو تسيطر عليه الرغبة؟ محمد وليس النساء. هل سمعت بحياتك أن امرأة شاهدت رجل يمشي في الشارع فذهبت إلى المطبخ فقفزت على زوجها؟ This is crazy. You know? كيف يكون هذا من صنع الإله الخالق؟ وكيف يكون هذا محسوب عليك لتكوني في جهنم؟ لأنه قال أكثركم يا معشر النساء تصدقنا وأكثرنا الاستغفار. Okay, why? Because you have menstruation. So because I have menstruation, I have to ask to pray to Allah more. Why? This is stupid. Especially he is the one who forbid them from praying when they have menstruation. Why you don't allow them to pray and fast and when they have menstruation? So I forbid them from praying from when they have menstruation. I forbid them from fasting when they have menstruation. And then I say to them, you will go to hell because you don't do fast.
Okay.
So what do you think, my sister? What do you think about Muhammad now?
I don't know.
No, you know, come on, you are smart. You see, I believe that God, he gave you a brain like mine and even better, you know. God, he gave you a gift, my sister, use it. This is cannot be from God. God, he loves you. God, he created you. He created Adam and Eve. He did not create...
الأشياء التي تقولها.
Yeah.
I know. الأشياء التي تقولها غير جيدة إطلاقا يعني. It's not good. It's not good what you said, but I don't know. لازم نحلل من الأول والأول وجديد يعني نحاول نعمل تحليل من الأول وجديد.
Okay, she is saying the Quran is saying what the Hadith is saying is not good. But my friend, if the Quran is not good, and this is the book of God, not good, it means it's coming from the devil. Jesus said, who is the father of all lies? من هو أبو كل الكذب؟ قال الشيطان. The father of all lies is the devil. So if the Quran is not teaching good, that means it's a lie because God don't teach bad. God, he don't do that. For his nature is holy. So God, he speak holiness and he do holiness. So this is why if we compare between Jesus and we compare between Muhammad, we will find that the distance between them, not only the opposite direction, it is the same distance between God and the devil. How that can be from God? When they say to you that the Prophet, he married Aisha at the age of 6, how that can be from God? Where is the mercy? Is it merciful that a man, he's 54 years old, he go after a child, she is 6 years old? Where is the mercy of God?
لكن تعرف إنه الأمور في العصر هذاك في العصر هذاك كانت مقبولة.
My sister, no, my sister.
في العصر هذاك كانت مقبولة وكانت يعني كثير في
هذا غير صحيح.
كثير في جميع أنحاء العالم يعني ليس مقتصرا فقط على محمد.
If people they do such a thing, such an act, this is not from God. This is the devil. Because a child is a child. You see, when God he created Adam and Eve, did he create Eve? She was a child, or he created her as a woman? You know what I mean?
Okay.
Did God create Eve and she was 6 years old to Adam?
Yes.
No, he created a woman. She was a woman. So he did not create a kid so she can be the wife. He created a woman. So the man, he married a woman, not a child. This is why the Bible says the man, he leave his parents, he leave his family, and he marry a woman. A woman means that she is a person who has the maturity of a female, physically. Now, we can differentiate about the age, like now they say 18, 21. Those is things we came with as supporting what is best for a human being. But based on the religious word, a woman, she is somebody who is in the age of menstruation, which means she is ready physically for meeting a man, and then we can have a baby. Because remember, the marriage, the purpose of it is to multiply in this earth, not just to have sex. This is why God, he made the women able to carry a child. Not only she is able to have sex. Correct? So the sex is not the reason. The sex was for the purpose. To make the man like the women and the women like the man. Otherwise, why they will do it? You see, if the sexual joy is not there, the man will not marry the women and the women will not marry the man. So God, he created that joy. So the man, he seek the women, and the women, she seek the man, and then they multiply. So if she is not enjoying it, she is not a woman, and she is not able to produce, she is not a woman, you know. Because a child having sex with a man at that age, she will die. She will be tortured, you know. You hear in the news like somebody here with a child, what will happen? They will take him right away they will take the girl to the emergency room. She will be bleeding like crazy. This is not a mercy. This is evil. So the Quran has tons of things against you as a woman just because you are a woman. Just because you are a woman. Muhammad, he lived with the Jews, and the Jews didn't look good at women. So Muhammad was trying to copy from the Jews. The reason for him to be the way he is, looking down at the women, it was the way the Jews they use. And this is what's proven to us from the Old Testament, how the Jews they treat women, and how Jesus refuted those Jews. And he said to them, he and she, they will not get married, they will be angels. Because the Jews always think about the women as an inheritance, as a property, you know. And Jesus, he said, he and she, they will be equal in heaven. So by following Jesus, my sister, you are free, and I am not better than you, and you are not better than me. We are equal in the front of God, because simply he created us both. And even the Bible says both of them are called Adam, which means even you in the Bible, you are an Adam. You are equal to me. You are not less. Somebody will say to you, do you know that the Bible says that the woman, she have to obey her husband? This is a job. The man, he is the leader of the house because he can do what the women cannot do. But at the same time, the Bible says clearly that the man have to love his wife and give himself the same as Christ, he gave himself to the church. So the job of being in charge is not to be in charge to beat the women, but to give yourself to the women, protect her, provide her, and be like a person who give her all the love and all that she needs. Not the opposite. She is not your slave. She is not your servant. She is not made for your pleasure. She is made to be your wife. And this is why the marriage in Christianity is something holy.
Yeah, to be your partner.
There's a holiness there. You know, God is involved there. In Islam, it's a contract. If I show you right now, Muslim website explaining to us the muta. Can you believe it that they say with no shame that muta means renting women? Renting. Can you believe that somebody will say, and he dare to say, that muta is a kind of rental? What kind of religion this religion is allowed me to rent a woman? Let me give you a link, or we can put it on the screen.
Okay.
And I will give you the link too. Okay, I will put on the screen. Let us open the screen. Okay. This is alislam.org. This is a Muslim website. The 4 pillars of muta. Pillars.
I'm gonna check it.
Even this religion has a pillars. For what? For sex contract. Okay. What it says. Read carefully. In some work, special term applied to women who participate in muta, musta'jara, or rented women. Do you see it in the screen? Rented women. Can you believe it?
Mm-hmm.
What is the name of this religion who says that we can rent women? What is that? They will say to you, those Shia, but this is Quran, and it was Sunni practice too. Doesn't matter if it's a Shia or Sunni. This is in the Quran, chapter 4, verse 24. So, if Allah, He permitted me, even if it's for a certain time, let us say it was in the time of Muhammad, and then after that they say He forbid it. Doesn't matter. If Allah, He permitted me to rent a woman, what kind of God this God is? It says here.
يعني أنت تقول وقع تحريف القرآن أو أنه الدين الإسلامي لا وجود له أصلا يعني اخترعوه الناس ولا اخترعوه محمد ولا يعني هو غير موجود أساسا.
تحريف القرآن ليس بمهم لأن القرآن بذاته أحمق. يعني حرف لم يحرف لا يتغير. هل سمعت بأن هناك إله لا يتذكر ما خلق أولا؟ القمر أو الشمس أو الغيوم أو الجبل كله كما يقولون يعني. So I don't really care for saying that the Quran is corrupt because you cannot corrupt the corrupted twice. لا تحرفي ما هو محرف. لا يحرف ما هو محرف. هو بالأصل كذبة. فكيف نحرف الكذبة؟ ولكن نحاول أن نرى إن كان هناك قداسة في هذه الديانة. أين القداسة؟ الرجل يستأجر امرأة. كيف يتكلمون عن البغاء وعن هذا بغاء. وحتى القرآن حلل البغاء وقال. Do you hear me? I think I lost her again. I apologize, guys. I'm speaking Arabic from time to time because her English is not so good. So, I was saying to her, this is prostitution. This is nothing but prostitution. Tismaini, do you hear me? Hello? Hello? No sound. Are you there? Let me call her again. I think she's trying to call me. I cannot wait for her to say that she decided to leave Islam. I hope so before we finish today. Hello? Hello? No sound. Hello? Do you hear me? Okay, if you can exit Paltalk and sign again. Let us try again. Hello? If you hear me, exit the program and come back. You hear me now?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Okay, it's working now.
Okay,
so my sister,
okay.
What do you think about a God? He allowed me to rent a woman. Who is this God who want to give me permission to rent a woman? What is that? Isn't this is prostitution?
Well, yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
That's not good what you said. يعني على حسب كلامك التي قلته واستنادا على الأحاديث التي ذكرتها ماهوش بكل مش جيد أقول فيه.
Yeah. She is saying, according to what we said and which the hadith I showed, this is not good. So my sister, why you don't leave Islam? I advise you right now to leave Islam and to accept Jesus as your savior. At least for now, agree and say Islam.
I can't take this decision right now. I need to stay with myself and نحلل الأحاديث التي قلتها والأشياء التي قلتها مع الأشياء الموجودة لأستطيع أن أتأكد من قراري.
Okay.
That's it.
She is saying she needs to study again what I showed her, and then she will analyze it, and she want to be right with her decision. But my sister, I just showed you in the screen, I gave you that one. Later, nothing will change. The hadith is there, the Quran is there, nothing will change. So your decision already you agree it's bad. So nothing will change later. You are just pushing it away. Because those are there. Is renting women are going to disappear by tomorrow? No. Is beating women going to disappear? The verse will be taken away? No. Is marrying children is going to be taken away? No. Is considering you half a brain and half religion is going to be changed? No. That is Islam. Islam is a pagan cult, kissing stones, going around a stone, bone in front of a stone, and then when even you want to beat shaitan, you throw stones. Islam is a stone cave time religion.
Okay.
كل ما في هذه الديانة هو الحجر. هذا دين حجر، عقل حجر، عبادة الحجر، تقبيل الحجر، تدوري حول الحجر وتسجدي أمام الحجر، وحينما تعاقبين الشيطان وتلقي عليه حجر. دين الحجارة.
Yeah.
This is Islam. I mean, what is making you still until now not to say I'm out of Islam? Give me a reason. If there is something holding you from leaving Islam?
المشكل أن المعتقد بهذا نولد به، يعني كلنا، يعني المسيح يعتنق المسيحية لأنه ولد في دولة مسيحية، والمسلم يعتنق الإسلام لأنه ولد في دولة مسلمة، وكذلك اليهودي وكذلك الأندونيسي. That's true.
My sister, we don't believe in such a thing in Christianity. The Bible says you have to be born again with Christ. You have to be born again, which means you being born of a Christian family does not make you Christian. We don't believe in such a thing. So, born again with Christ, which means you have to reborn. You have to accept Him when you understand Him. Not because you are a child, you are born of a Christian family, you are a Christian. That is not what Christianity, that is Islam, what they believe. So, born again is what makes you a Christian. So, if I am born with Christ, which means I wash myself, I reject everything except being following the Messiah. I started my new life. This is why we call it born again, because you are born first time when your mother she gave birth to you, correct? So what born again mean? It means by accepting Christ, now I am born. Before that date, I am not. That is the birth we are talking about. So for us as a Christian, we don't believe that a person who is born of a Christian family, that make him automatically Christian. That is not true. We don't believe in such a thing. We don't. You have to be born again with Christ, and then that will make you a Christian. In Islam, it's the opposite. In Islam, Muhammad, he says, everyone is born على الفطرة, مخلوق على الفطرة, Muslim. Everyone is born as a Muslim, but this is silly, because how you are born as a Muslim, but you don't know what Muslim mean. And by the way, I assure you now, with your age, I don't know what your age, you don't need to tell me. If I ask you what Islam mean, you will not be able to give me the good answer. What does Islam mean?
You asked me about my opinion after the conversation or before?
No, I'm saying what the word Islam mean. Do you know? No.
Islam, it means peace.
Where you get this from? You speak Arabic. My sister, you speak Arabic? No. The word Arabic for peace is salam.
يستسلم يعني الإنسان.
The word peace.
من يستسلم يعني. يستسلم لشيء ما.
No, يستسلم means you surrender. You surrender. The opposite of peace is war. If I attack you, if I surrender your house or your castle, and I say surrender, you don't die. This is why Muhammad says, Aslim Taslam. Correct? Aslim Taslam. If you become a Muslim, you will be safe. Safe from what? From being killed, slaughtered. So Islam is the opposite of peace. So Islam means surrender. So how this can be from God? Surrender to who? Some naive Christian even, they say that Islam means submission. But submission is something you do willingly. Willingly. You do submit to God willingly. It's a nice word. But Islam says it clearly. If you go in the Quran right now, Muhammad, he spoke about the Bedouin, the Arab. He said to the Bedouin, convert to Islam, surrender, otherwise we will fight you, we will kill you. And then those Arab, they converted to Islam after Muhammad, he made a threat for them. And then they said, we believe. If you read here, chapter 48, verse number 16. chapter 48, verse number 16. Let me give you the link. Say it into those Bedouin, the Arab, who were left behind, which means they did not join Islam yet. You will be called against a folk of mighty powers to fight until they surrender. If you obey, we will not kill you. This is what the verse is saying. And then those Arab, they converted to Islam. They became Muslims. How they converted? By the sword. He threatened them to kill them. And then when they converted, they say, we believe. Chapter 49, verse number 14. The Arab, they say, we believe. What Muhammad said to them, Allah, he said to him, tell them you believe not. Okay, well, how they are Muslims but they don't believe? Do you know what I'm saying? It says, قالت الأعراب آمنا قل لم تؤمنوا ولكن قولوا أسلمنا. You are not a believer, you are a Muslim. أسلمنا, so we surrender, but we don't believe. Do you hear me? I will try again. God, give me patience. Hello? Hello?
Hello, I hear you.
You see the verse my sister, it says here, the Arab, they said we believe. Allah said to them, don't say you believe, say we surrender. So okay, Aslamna, you see the word Aslamna, you speak Arabic, it says Aslamna. Okay, Aslamna, the Muslim translation, the word we submitted, but how they submitted then? Okay, if the word submitted is true, that means they believe. But Muhammad saying to them, you are a bunch of liars, you converted to Islam because I was going to kill you. So you believe not, but you became a Muslim, you surrender. You see it? Because how somebody convert to Islam yet he is not a believer. So what is conversion? What kind of conversion this conversion is? Obviously it's not a conversion. It was something they've been forced to do, and because they've been forced to do, they have to surrender to Muhammad. And this is what Islam means. The verse is so clear. They don't believe. Read carefully. Faith has not entered your heart. Okay, so how do they say Shahada? You know, this is crazy. So somebody, he says, I believe in Jesus, but he don't believe in Jesus. Why? So, Aslamna, you surrender. You surrender to the army of Muhammad. So even Islam name is given to you wrong. All your life you hear this word, you speak Arabic, and you think it means peace, but the fact the word peace is different. The word peace is salam. Islam is the opposite. Like in English we say, known and unknown. Known, by adding two letters in front of it, that will make it unknown, the opposite. This is Islam is exactly. Salam and Islam is the opposite words of each other. Islam means to surrender, Salam means peace. If you are in peace, you don't surrender to anyone, you are already in peace. You know? So don't say you believe, you are a liar. You don't believe, you only surrender. So the question, how they surrender themselves then? How, if they surrender themselves to Allah, okay, so how come they don't believe? They surrender to Muhammad, for this is Islam. Say Shahada or die. That's why Muhammad, when he sent a letter to the king of Roman in Jerusalem, he said to him, Aslam Taslam. Became a Muslim, you will be safe. Otherwise, we will kill you. We are coming for you.
You will be safe from the iqab. That's what it's all about.
No, my sister, no. Chapter 9, verse 29 says, kill, fight the Christian. Qatiluhum. Qatilu in Arabic means fight to kill, not to beat them, you know, in their face. Fight to kill, right? They use a sword. Qatiluhum until they pay the jizya and they are subdued. And yadin wahum saghirun. This is not about the judgment day. Now, I just showed you Muhammad saying, attack the Romans so you can get the blondie girls. You forgot it? You remember it?
No, I didn't forget.
Okay, so if Muhammad talking about penalty and punishment in judgment day, then he do not need to attack them. Okay, they don't believe, God will punish them. He said, attack the Romans so you can get the blondie. So this is why I'm saying, okay, if you say I'm going to wait to make a decision, I don't know what are you waiting for, because already you saw all those things. Not a single thing I showed you is from my own pocket. It's your book. It's in front of you. Actually, what kind of God he accept those people to be called Muslims?
Thank you for all.
My sister, I just have a question. What kind of God he accept those people? He is saying to them, call yourself Muslims. What kind of God this God is? What kind of God he knew that those people don't believe in him, and then he said to them, you are only Muslims. You know what I'm saying? How you call them Muslims but they have no faith? A person who don't believe but he convert to a religion, he's a hypocrite. So a Muslim, according to this verse, is someone is a hypocrite. Allah correcting them, saying, don't say we believe, say we are Muslims. Correct? So Allah giving definition to a Muslim is somebody is a corrupt, is a hypocrite, is a liar. You can say I'm a Muslim, but you can't say I'm a believer. So how this guy is called a Muslim, but he don't believe? So, yeah, but he don't believe. So he is not a believer, but Allah saying to him, you don't believe, this is why you should call yourself a Muslim. This is crazy. لا يؤمن ونقول له قل أنا مسلم لا تقل أنا مؤمن. هذا يعني أن رب المسلمين يقبل الكذابين على أنهم مسلمين مع علمه بأنهم ليسوا بمؤمنين. In Christianity we don't have such a thing. That's why we said you have to be born again. That's why Jesus says, not everyone say to me, God will enter the kingdom of my Father, but the one who do his will. You can say God every day. You can pray, you can act as you wish, you can claim to be Christian, you can wear a cross, you can go to the church, but doesn't make you a Christian, for you are not doing the will of God. That is Jesus' teaching. Here is the opposite. Faith never enter your heart. You do not know what faith is, you are a liar, and yet you call yourself a Muslim. With Jesus you cannot call yourself a Christian unless you are fruitful, unless you believe, unless you follow him. This is why we say Christianity and Islam is totally the opposite. We have nothing to share. So what do you think, my sister? You would like to make a decision now, or still you are not?
But I want to ask another question.
Sure, go ahead.
شنو رأيك في الديانة اليهودية؟ ما هو رأيك في الديانة اليهودية؟
Well, we don't believe in something called Jewish religion. She's asking.
Because we know, لأننا نعلم أن هناك 3 ديانات سماوية.
No.
3 ديانات.
No, sister. There's no 3.
سماوية، يعني نتحدث عن الديانات السماوية المعروفة.
No. Okay.
يعني هناك الإسلام، المسيحية واليهودية.
أختي العزيزة، ليس هناك 3 ديانات، ليس هناك 3 ديانات سماوية، هذه كذبة. فإن اليهودية هي نفس الديانة المسيحية. اليهود ينتظرون المسيح والمسيحيين قبل المسيح. فالمسيحية هي اليهودية واليهودية هي المسيحية. There's nothing is called Judaism, nothing is called Christianity. For both worship the same God, and the Jews, they were waiting for the Messiah. The Messiah, he came. Some they believe in him, some they don't. That is a Christianity. So Christianity is a continue of Judaism, is not something new. The difference is that Judaism was for the Jews. That's why it's called the Jews, for the people who belong to a family or tribes. Christianity is for everybody. So Christianity and Judaism is the same God, the same belief. Islam is not part of it. It's not. As you see, Islam promotes everything the opposite of Christianity and Judaism.
يعني أنت تقول إن اليهودية والمسيحية يعني نفس الشيء، الإسلام هو الوحيد المختلف عنه.
المسيح قال أتيت لأكمل وليس لأنقض. أكمل ماذا أكمل؟ أكمل الكتاب، أكمل التعاليم التي أعطيتها لكم. So he said I came to complete, not to destroy. So complete what? Complete what?
الإسلام يعني حتى الإسلام يقول نفس الشيء.
No, Islam can say whatever they want, but as you see, Islam is not the same. Islam is not the same. Do the Jews believe that if you catch a stone is going to forgive your sin? Is that right? Do the Jews believe that if you touch the Yemeni corner and the black stone that will forgive your sin? That is paganism. Do you really believe yourself? Let me ask you this question. That if you touch the black stone and the Yemeni corner, your sin is forgiven? Is that right? Or this is pagan? What do you think?
I didn't understand.
Okay. هل تؤمنين بأن تقبيل الحجر الأسود ولمس الحجارة في الركن اليمامي تمسحان الخطايا عن المسلم؟ هل هذا من الخالق أم هذا وثني؟ What do you think? If you touch the black stone.
متاع الحجر وفكر إنه أنت تعطي يعني المعتقد متاعي في النقطة هذه، تعطي فلوس قد لا باش نمشي بهم الحج.
هل تؤمنين بأن لمس وتقبيل الحجر الأسود ولمس وتقبيل الركن اليماني في الكعبة
لا.
يغفر الخطايا؟ هل تؤمنين بأن تقبيل هذه الحجارة تغفر الخطايا؟
لا.
لا. So what Muhammad said that those who touch it, okay, those who touch it, those 2 stones, Allah will forgive his sin. Let me find you the hadith. Your prophet said clearly that the one who touched them, Allah forgave his sin. Let us see. Islam is 100% a pagan cult. هذه ديانة وثنية أخذها محمد عن العرب قبله، كانوا يعبدون الحجارة ويقبلون الحجارة ويدورون حول الحجارة.
أوكي. قريش يعني كانوا يعبدون الحجارة.
تماما. محمد اعتبر كل شيء الصفا والمروة. All those things was from Quraysh before him. This is the hadith here in Arabic. It says إن مسح الحجر الأسود والركن اليماني يحطان الخطايا حطة. رواه أحمد وصححه الألباني. It's صحيح. Those who touch the black stone and the Yemeni corner, they delete all your sin. And it is a sahih reported by Ahmad, and it is authentic according to the Al-Albani. So how that can be from God? In the same time, Umar al-Khattab, he got Muhammad busted. He said, I know that you are used as a stone. But Muhammad, he said, no, this is going to forgive your sin. Even Muhammad, he says that in the judgment day, Allah is going to send this stone with two eyes. So how Allah will send the stone with two eyes and is going to witness for you, and then Umar al-Khattab, he says, you are used as a stone. You are useless. Somebody is lying. So this stone can forgive your sin by touching it. This is pagan belief. Why even this stone is holy? It's a stone. The Muslims, they say to you, this stone came from heaven. So what? So if God, he sent a donkey from heaven, we kiss him? You know what I mean? It's a stone. A stone is a stone. So my sister, you are following a pagan religion. ديانة وثنية. ديانة العرب ما قبل الإسلام. حتى القرآن حينما تكلم القرآن عن الصفا والمروة. هل تعلمين ما هي الصفا والمروة? Do you know what صفا والمروة mean?
اي الصفا والمروة نعرف. اللي مشيت فيها السيدة هاجر.
No, this is a lie. You know, she said that Safa al-Marwa is a place where the mother of Ishmael was there. My sister, mother of Ishmael, she never go there. And we can show it even from the Quran. In chapter 2, verse 158, it says that Safa and al-Marwa من شعائر الله فمن حج البيت واعتمر فلا جناح عليه أن يطوف بهما. Okay, so there's no sin if you do Safa and Marwa. Why? Read the interpretation. The Muslims, they said to Muhammad, we will not do Safa and Marwa. Why? Because this is the shrine of the pagan. They used to have two statues, one for a guy and one for a girl. They had 6 in the Kaaba. So كان هناك تمثالين في الصفا والمروة، تمثال في لرجل وتمثال لامرأة، وكان العرب يطوفون بينهم لأنهم الله جعلهم حجارة لأنهم قد تزاوجوا داخل الكعبة، يعني تناكحوا، فجعلهم حجارة أو العرب طبعا صنعوا لهم تماثيل ويطوفون بينهم ديانة وثنية. محمد حينما أتى المسلم وقال له لمحمد لن نتبع هذه الديانة بين الصفا والمروة. بعض المسلمين رفضوا وقالوا سوف نتبع الصفا والمروة، هذا ما أخذناه من أجدادنا. فقال لهم محمد اتبعوا الصفا والمروة فلا جناح عليكم، بمعنى أنه ليس هناك عليكم ذنب، ليس هناك عليكم جناح، ليس هناك there's no sin in doing that. Why are you talking about sin? Because this is the pagan practice. So Muhammad the liar, the Jews they say we have Abraham, he said I believe in Abraham. The Christian they say we believe in Jesus, he said I believe in Jesus too. The Arab they say believe in Marwa and Safa, he said I believe in Safa and Marwa. We believe in the Kaaba, we believe in the Kaaba. So whatever they believe he accepts in order to make them believe in him as a prophet. He's a hypocrite man. You see it? You can open the interpretation. I advise you. You can open the interpretation. You see there's a book, it's called Asbab al-Nuzul. Asbab al-Nuzul. Alright? The reason for the verse to come.
Asbab al-Nuzul.
So you will see that a group of Muslims, they refuse to follow it. They say, this is the pagan. What? You know, we thought you are coming to believe in the oneness of God and etc. And now you are following the pagan. Another group of Muslims, they said, no, we want it. This is what our grandfathers, they used to practice, so we will do the same. And here you see, like, let me give you this link, have the whole interpretation. But if you go to the book of Asbab al-Nuzul, you will see the reason for it. Let me open the website. Hold on, give me a second. At-Tafsir. I will give you the link too. Yeah. But you can search it in Arabic, so you can read it in Arabic. Okay, let's go to chapter 2, 158. Alright, 158, here we go. And now we go to the book of Asbab al-Nuzul. And this is the official government website of the Kingdom of Jordan. Okay, I will give you the link. You can open it in your own time, and you can search for the same book, open for the same verse in Arabic, so you can understand it better. You will see here it says that this verse was revealed about the helper, which means the Ansar. They used to make Hajj between Manat, which was closed to Qudayda, and they also used to avoid going between As-Safa and Marwa. When Islam came, they asked Allah Messenger, Allah bless him and give him peace, about this. Allah the Exalted, he revealed the verse. This is narrated by Al-Bukhari. And then he continued there down. Look what it says. Yahya, he says, it's from Hashim, from his father, that Aisha, she said, the verse was revealed about a group of people from the helper, which means the Ansar, before Islam. They used, before Islam, see it? Do you see it? Before Islam. Okay, if those people are pagan before Islam, what does have to do with Abraham? They don't know what Abraham is, right? What Abraham? There's no Abraham there. Those are pagan. So before Islam, they used to make Hajj between Manat, and they were forbidden from going between As-Safa and Marwa. When they went up to Hajj, with Allah Messenger, Allah bless him, give him peace, they mentioned to him, and so Allah revealed this verse. Alright? And let us continue down a little bit more. The more they tell us, the more we see the story. It says here, Abu Usama said from Hisham, from his father, Aisha, she said, Anas ibn Malik, he said, we dislike going between As-Safa and Al-Marwa because they were the shrines of Quraysh in the pre-Islamic period. So we abandoned them in Islam. Here you will see that if those Muslims, they are living there, don't you know that this is where Hajar, she used to go, as you said, as I told you? You know, the Muslims, they have tons of application. They say that the water of Zamzam is from the time of Hajar. Why Hajar, she want to go between two hills? This is crazy. So here it says, from the pre-Islamic area, and we abandoned them in Islam. So Muhammad himself, he stopped doing it. Even Muhammad, he forbidden them from doing it. And then Muhammad, to gain more Arab to join him, because they like this practice, he said to them, it's not sin for you. So the verse revealed, said Ibn Umar, Ibn Habash, or Habashi, I asked Ibn Umar about the verse. He said, go to Ibn Abbas and ask him, and then etc. And then he said, it says, read carefully. There was on the Safa an idol in the form of a man called Isaf. And in Al-Marwa, there's an idol in the form of a woman called Na'ilah. Do you see it? Na'ilah. So there was two idols, one for a male and one for a female. And they had sex. And they're funny, they say that the Christian, they say that those people happen to them this because they have sex in the Kaaba. But we Christian, we don't believe in the Kaaba anyway. I mean, is the Christian in charge of the Kaaba ever? Never. So, and we don't have to do with this anyway. You know, we Christian, we don't believe in such a garbage. So obviously, there is some truth in it. There was a statues of a male in one hill and statues for a female, and it says here that Allah, he punished them for they have sex in the Kaaba. They committed adultery in the Kaaba, and as punishment of Allah, turned them into two stones which were placed in the Safa and Marwa. Okay, the Kaaba is the place of Allah where He made His house. Wonderful. What has Safa to do with this and Marwa? What is this? How this is part of Islam?
Okay, I understand.
Okay. And Muhammad all his life was praying to Jerusalem.
Well, thank you for everything.
Yeah. Well, I invite you still, my sister, to say I am out of Islam right now.
Thank you for your help.
You're welcome. But what do you think? Did you decide?
Well, give me time, my friend.
Okay. Well,
give me time,
I will add you to my list. Well, I will add you in my party.
I want to stay with myself. I want to recap all this and put it in my mind.
All right.
So just give me the time, my friend.
No problem. My sister, I pray for you, and I ask all the Christians to pray for you. Pray for our sister here. She is a decent woman. I can tell she is coming from a good family. Her parents, they taught her how to speak, how to be nice, how to speak gentle. You're a good person, and really I would like to have you saved and accepting the Messiah as your Savior. And we Christians, we love everybody. The Lord, He ordered us to love. He said, love your enemy. So if you think I am your enemy, I am not. I am your brother. And I am here to save you and to Take your hand.
No,
but this, because this is what Islam
نحترم آراء بعضنا، نحترم وجهة نظر بعضنا، نتناقش في كنف الاحترام والتقدير.
Yes, but this is against Islam. Respecting me is against Islam. The Quran forbids you from respecting me. Quran 9:29. This is why it says
هذه هي القيم التي تربيت عليها.
Okay, you are not following Islam.
التي تربيت عليها وربني عليها والدي.
عزيزتي.
يعني الاحترام، اني نحترم الرأي الآخر ونحترم الآخرين ونحترم وجهة نظر الآخرين. يعني كل إنسان يعطى نفس الديانة التي يريدها، هو حر. يعني ما عنديش إكراه، ما عنديش تخصيب. يعني هذا هو فكري وهذه الأشياء التي تربيت عليها.
ممتاز. ولكن هذا ليس الإسلام. هذا لأن أهلك ناس طيبين وعلى خلق، ولكن هذا ليس الإسلام. الإسلام يقول أن بعثتم خير أمة للناس. قالوا له يا رسول الله كيف؟ قال تأتون بهم والسلاسل في أعناقهم. The Prophet, he says, you've been sent as the best for mankind, the best of mankind. They said to him, how? How is that? He said, for you go and bring them and the chain around their necks. So you are saying you respect me, you say your family, they tell you to respect me, to respect my belief. This is totally against Islam, my sister. Islam says you as a Muslim, you have a duty to bring me like a dog from my neck. You put a chain around my neck. And this is how you make me a Muslim and you enter me into paradise. Otherwise I have to die. So you are a good person, your family are good people, that's wonderful. But Islam is bad and you are not following Islam, obviously, neither your family. And this is the hadith in front of you. It's Sahih al-Bukhari. Do you see it? كنتم خير أمة أخرجت للناس. How? You bring people and the chains around their neck. How evil. Imagine I say to you, Christianity is the best, and because of that, I'm going to put a chain around your neck because I want to save you from Muhammad. I will bring you with a chain. That's not what God wants, because I just forced you to believe. I did not make you a believer. This is what happened to the Arab. You remember that verse? He said to them, don't say we believe, we say we are Muslims. This is how he made them Muslims. He brought them and he put the chain around their necks. Now either you convert to Islam or you will die as a slave, or even I will kill you. You hear me, sister? Hello? Maybe we lost her again. You hear me, my sister?
Hi, yeah, I'm hearing you.
What do you think about this hadith? Isn't it crazy? Isn't it sick? Isn't it disgusting?
Yeah.
هذا معيب. كيف يكون هذا الرجل رسول? Here we go. You are hearing the adhan now. Okay, I don't want to hear this, so I have to hang up on you. This is the devil call. So, sister, call me anytime in my life. I will be happy to listen to you, and you can invite even your mother and your father to talk to me. I will be happy to talk to them. And they can invite a sheikh with them, and I will be happy to show them in front of their sheikh that Islam is bad, and they cannot refute me.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. And we pray that God, He bless you and bless your family. Take care, my sister.
Thank you, my friend.
Thank you. Take care. Thank God I don't hear this adhan no more. It's the call of the devil. How annoying, how rude. A person is asleep, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. A person is sick, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. A person is studying Allah, they force it on you. They force it. You are in the bathroom doing poo-poo, Allahu Akbar. They put like 1,000 speaker every 500 meter. They want to force you to be a Muslim. But thank God, this lady, she is going to leave. And she lives in the heart of Islamic countries. We just heard the adhan behind her from the mosque. We are going to defeat the devil in his house. She will be saved. She will be saved. Maybe the devil's teeth is sharp, maybe they are big, but God is powerful, and He can strip him from his teeth as easy as you can imagine. Even Muhammad himself, he said, when the devil, the Antichrist, he sees Jesus, he will be melt like salt, melt in the water. That is my Lord, my friend. God bless you, and see you soon again. Christ is Lord. Islam is false, and we prove it every day. Thank you.